Bears. Mr. President, area directors present, Toastmasters, guests, and the newly elected ExCom members. I, Toastmaster Insiya, the candy seller for today, welcome you to the 436th meeting of Toastmasters Club of Pune Northwest. How many of you here have this one favorite candy or chocolate of yours? Who is the one who is there to lift your mood in your worst times? Nobody here have candies? Okay, nobody here have candies. Okay. Yes. Okay. So can anybody name a few candies that is their favorites? Yes. Yes, Melody, इतनी chocolatey क्यों है? And then anything else? Yes. Right, kiss me. Yes. Okay. So we have a few candies in India which are related to the memories that we have, the childhood memories. I don't know about all of you, but there is a lot of memories that I have with Pulse. How many of you here like Pulse? All of you? Yeah, these are for you. First, we'll start with having candies. I would like you to please pass it to everybody. So, Pulse, gummy bears are some of the candies that I have always been fighting for with my sister. And the result you can see all the way it has come from there. But I think that in today's health conscious world where everybody is behind the broccoli, I would still prefer my lollipops and candies because those are the things that make me feel good and better. So today, I urge everybody to stop eating broccoli and start eating candies. And I've already begun it with passing on some candies. Now, looking at the time, we will quickly move forward. Before moving forward here, firstly, I'm going to introduce, for the benefit of guests, I'm going to introduce the program. So the Toastmasters candy is filled with 3 flavors. The first flavor is of the prepared speeches, that is the sweet flavor. The second is the impromptu speaking session, which is a little sour. And the third one is a little bitter one, which is the evaluation, where you are supposed to hear the truths of the meetings. Now, before moving ahead, we have 3 important ingredients of the Toastmasters meeting. The tag team. So the first role, that is of the timer, she is somebody that I relate to as Pulse Chocolate. Why? Because she always brings that explosion of her creativity and her time management and dedication. Our very own VP Education Toastmaster Tulsi to please come forward and explain your role.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day. Good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters, presiding officer, fellow Toastmasters, and dear guests. I am Tulsi, timer for today's meeting. As a timer, I will keep time of all the speakers, table topic speakers, and evaluators. To help me with this, I have three cards. For prepared speeches, I will raise green card at 5 minutes. I will raise yellow card at 6 minutes. And I will raise red card at the end of 7 minutes. Likewise, for table topic master, I will raise green card at 1 minute. I will raise yellow card at 1 minute 30 seconds. And I will raise red card at the end of 2 minutes. For evaluation, I will raise green card at 2 minutes, yellow card at 2 minutes 30 seconds, and green card at the end of 3 minutes. You will be getting 30 seconds 30 seconds more to wrap up your speech, and I will present my report at the end of the meeting or whenever called upon by general evaluator. Back to you, TM Modi.
Thank you, Toastmaster Tulsi. Now, the next flavor is a newly added ingredient to our Toastmasters Candy Club. She is like a marshmallow, which goes good with everything, and that is why I think she's also taken up the role of membership, because that is the way to be. So, our very newly elected Vice President membership, Toastmaster Sanika.
Good morning to the president, to the district directors, to fellow Toastmasters and their guests. When we find ourselves rightening while speaking, maybe due to distraction, due to loss of words, or due to nervousness, we rely on the thinner words or thinner sounds as they help us think about it for some time and move ahead. But when we overuse these thinner words or sounds, it distracts the audience from our message. As an R counter, today I am going to note down all the thinner words and sounds used by each speaker in this meeting. The words can be like also, the, but, etc. The sounds can be etc. And the thinner prolonged use of pauses. So few tips I would like to add before the report is that reduce your speed when speaking. It gives you a moment of thought. And second is that you can take pauses. Pauses help you to reconnect your thoughts and then move ahead. Thank you so much.
Now it's time to introduce to the third role player. How many of you here know Eclairs? Why do we like Eclairs? Because it has not changed. With time has changed, but its taste has not changed. Same as our third role player. With time, he is getting better. His experience is getting better and helpful. So I would like to call upon Toastmaster Jay, who is playing the grammarian's role for today.
Thank you all. So first, good afternoon, leaders and future leaders. I think one, two, three. Oh wow, there's so many magnificent speakers are here in this room and definitely online as well. So until I explain my role, please hold your horses. Be patient. Word of the day is magnificent. Thank you. Synonymous, brilliant, elegant, opulent, super outstanding, splendid. Just learn one word, you can learn so many. Meaning extremely impressive, like our president, and definitely VP education as well. Here. Example, TMC Northwest is a magnificent club. She looked magnificent in her wedding dress. You have all done a magnificent job. It's easy, na? And everyone remember this movie definitely seen. But very few are using this word. Let us take an opportunity to use it. Anyone who wants to try? Anyone? Are you still afraid to come on stage and to try? Yes, please. Super, great job. Kudos to you. Would you like to try? There is nothing wrong. You can try. Until you try, you will not learn. You will. This is. Yeah, I'm asking you. See how is it? So easy. Let's go for the next. Next, please. Phrase of the day is hold your horses. It's very important in our life. Huh? Means it is to be patient, wait, or slow down. Example, hold your horses until we finish. Hold your horses and think before reach on any conclusion. Simple one. Let's see who wants to try it. Please. President first. Let's. Yeah, please try. Great one. Hold your horses until I finish these tasks. Then add more. Great one. Even every day I'm facing the same challenges. Word of the day, magnificent. Place of the day, hold your horses. This is the first responsibility which I have. Second responsibility, I have to take care. The structure of your speech, sentences, your grammar, your pronunciation. And definitely I will do best of the job as per my capability. No one is knowing 100%, but let me do as per my capability. With this, let me give the control back to our magnificent Toastmaster.
Thank you, Toastmaster Jay. That was indeed a magnificent way of introducing your role. Now, before moving ahead, hold your horses. We have one more role player that needs to be introduced. Somebody who is like the melody. Melody itni chocolatey क्यों hai? Kind of a person who we always wonder that why is he so silent. So Toastmaster Rohan, who is going to play the role of general evaluator, can you please come up and tell us what is your role all about?
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day. My role as a general evaluator is to evaluate the meeting from the start till the end. Evaluate all the role players, evaluate the speaker and the evaluator. With this, I would like to give control over to Toastmaster of the Day. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Rohan. Now it's time for us to start with our uh, first phase of the program, that is the prepared speeches. So here, everybody who will be giving a speech, today we only have one speech. He will be delivering his project 2 from level 1 from dynamic leadership pathway. Before calling him upon, I would first like his evaluator, Toastmaster Deep, to please give away the objectives of the speech.
Thank you, Toastmaster Insiya, for this opportunity to me. Today's speaker, Toastmaster Nikhil, having a specific objective. That objective is nothing but to learn or review basic methods for writing a speech with a defined purpose and to present a well organized speech on any topic. With that purpose, I would like to hand it over to TMOD. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Deep. Now, the first speaker for today, he is a QA manager by profession who loves watching series and playing guitar. His favorite candy is Center Fresh, which exactly is what his speeches also do. Refresh our minds. So now I would like to welcome Toastmaster Nikhil with the speech title Little Wrong for Greater Right. Little Wrong for Greater Right by Toastmaster Nikhil.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day. Nikhil, why are you joining start company when you got an offer letter from Persistent and we don't scribble on the wall? Persistent is giving you more CTC plus permanent work from home. And we don't do that. Nikhil, are you listening to me or not? Good afternoon, area directors, Toastmaster of the Day, fellow Toastmasters, President, and dear guest. Can anybody guess who was that person I was ignoring to? Correct. It was not that much difficult, and it must be relatable for married people. So when I was working in my previous company as a QA analyst, as an individual contributor, I was not getting opportunity to lead important projects. I was not getting promotion so that I can become QA lead and can enhance my leadership skills. I was getting frustrated because after 10 plus years of experience, I was working as an individual contributor. So I wanted to come out of that frustration. I was not able to hold my horses. So I decided to move to another company where I can enhance my leadership skills. And I started searching for job. While searching while searching job, I decided to search a job specifically where I can lead the team. Then first time I gave interview in Persistent for QA manager post. But after a couple of technical rounds, they offered me QA analyst, which is an individual contributor post. Maybe they might have thought that I cannot lead the team. So they did not offer me QA manager post. But they have offered me the same CTC. I have asked for QA manager post plus permanent work from home. So that was more than enough for an introvert person like me, because no team, no report is, no headache, just sit at your home and do your technical work. That's it. That was magnificent job for me. But at the same time, I was giving interview in another startup company for same QA manager post. And after a couple of technical rounds, I went to that company for face-to-face HR round. When I went to that company, I saw that it was a small single story building and it was not looking like IT company from any side. And I worked in big companies like Reliance, Tata, Vodafone, and Infosys. So they have big offices and they have more than 50, at least 50,000 employees in their company. But when I gave an HR interview, came to know in the interview that they have only 26 employees in their company. So there was no job security. They were giving me less CTC than Persistent. So there was no work from home at all. So I was in dilemma which company I should join. Persistent, which was giving me more CTC, uh, then work from home facility and job security, or other company which is a startup company, no job security, less CTC, and only 26 employees, no work from home at all. Can anybody guess which company I have joined? Can anybody guess you? Startup company. So I have joined startup company, but can you tell me what might be the reason to join startup company? Correct, because actually the startup company was giving me the opportunity to lead the team. They gave me QA manager post. I knew that I would fail in the start, but because I did not have uh, experience to lead the team, but I wanted to improve my interpersonal skills. And that can only be developed if I go to the office and interact with my seniors and my reportees face to face. So I joined that company, and as I anticipated, I faced failures and challenges, and those failures only triggered me to find different ways to improve my communication skills. First time on internet, I searched how to improve communication skills, and then I came to know about Toastmasters Club. Then I went through some videos on YouTube, and then I came to know I will have to deliver 5 to 7 minutes long speeches, which I never did in my life. But I wanted to improve my communication skills, but the path was not easy. I have to spend my weekends in preparing speech and in attending meetings. So I was little bit underconfident that I would be able to do this or not. But I joined Toastmasters Club, and it took me around 7 months to gather courage and join this Toastmasters Club. After joining Toastmasters clubs, I started observing positive changes within me. For example, as a QA manager, I present my team's progress to my seniors every week. So before joining Toastmasters Club, I used to think that I have to present my team's progress to my seniors. But after joining Toastmasters Club, I started thinking that I'm getting the opportunity to present myself, to present my team's progress to my seniors. So that was the change I started observing within myself. I think if we want to live our life fully and deliberately, we have to design our life. We have to take more and more risks. We have to we have to take more and more risks in our life. So life gives us opportunity, and it's our responsibility to convert that opportunity into success by dedication and hard work. We have to do little wrongs for greater rights in our life. My little wrong of joining startup company instead of persistent started my journey of started my journey to the greater rights of improving my communication skills. My little wrong of joining Toastmasters Club started, instead of spending weekends in leisure, started my journey towards greater right of becoming great public speaker. So don't hesitate to do little wrongs for greater right. Thank you, and over to you, Toastmasters.
Thank you. Thank you, Toastmaster Nikhil. That was indeed a magnificent speech. And as a mentor, I really am proud of you. Let's plug in that also. Okay, now I would request timer to give 30 seconds if there is any feedback that needs to be given to the speaker. Toastmaster Nikhil. Let me know once 30 seconds are done. Yes? Okay. Before moving ahead, Toastmaster Tulsi, can you just tell me the timing of taken by Toastmaster Nikhil? Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Tulsi. Now, before moving ahead, have you met and have how many of you have relatives or aunties that you meet who asks you questions and gives you candies? Yes, you did, right? There was this person who used to ask you that, sing for me, I'll give you chocolate. So I am going to be that auntie for today. So as I rightly said, I'm going to be a candy seller. I'm also going to be a candy giver. So today I'm just going to quickly give some statements out about candies. You just have to tell me if that is a fact or a myth. And whoever tells the correct answer right gets to choose a candy. Can I see some excitement? It's candies, guys. It's like yummy candies. Okay, so the first one is, listen carefully, please. Candy is simply made by dissolving sugar in water. Is it a fact or a myth? Myth? Everybody's saying myth. You don't want chocolates? It's not a myth, it's a fact. It's only dissolving sugar in water. The temperature decides the different candies. So it's basically sugar and water, honestly speaking. Nobody is getting candies. Are they? Oh, yes. No, it. But the main process is that, no? It is basically water and sugar. So now, okay, the next one, please. I want to give away candies. Candies causes tooth decay or cavities. Fact, everybody says fact. Yes, myth. It's a myth. It's only for scaring you. Your mothers are scaring you. It is not candies. It is any form of sugar. Like you have sugar in any form. is going to decay your tooth. So it's not just candies. Toastmaster Rohan, you're the first one. See anyone? It's up to you. Yeah, 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 yeah. See. Okay, now we have some more that will continue after the break. So hold your horses. Now it's time for some impromptu speaking. But there, I don't know if you're getting candies. Now it's time for the table topic master. Basically, it's where you are going to get a topic and you have to speak for 1 to 2 minutes. We have our table topic master, Toastmaster Devai, who is going to conduct the session forward.
Thank you. And I am also here with some candies, which are the different flavor. And to pick the candies, you have to participate in the table topic. So, table topic is nothing but the impromptu speaking. I will give you a topic, and you have to speak on that topic for 1 to 2 minutes. And timer will guide you about that. At 1 minute, green card will be raised. At 1 minute and 30 seconds, yellow card will be raised. And at 2 minutes, red card will be raised. So who would like to be the first volunteer for this? Okay. We have Toastmaster Agwendra, our new ex-com president. So pick your favorite candy from there, and I will give you a topic. So you have to participate in that. Just pick your favorite one. Oh, it's mango bite. And your pick is Toastmaster Raghavendra. Your hidden talent. Your hidden talent, Toastmaster Raghavendra.
Mr. President, table topic master, Toastmaster of the day, fellow Toastmaster, and dear guests. Good afternoon. I think my hidden talent is humor. You won't see, like, you won't find it in my speeches because it's hidden, but it's in normal. If you find me in normal conversation, my friends told me that you find me, I share some witty jokes and sometimes make some punches or add humor. For giving an example, so couple of days back, we were my friends and we were hanging out in cafe. So while we were sitting, so one of my friend, he was bald, so he don't have hair. So he came to me and asked me for any treatment. So I asked him, why do you want to have this hair treatment? Like, why you want to like, I want to have a look good. So I told him, don't worry, just get married. Why? Because you want to good look for getting married now. So instead of working on here, try to get impress girl with other things and you will get married. So work on that thing instead of working on here. So that's my hidden talent. Over to you, table topic master.
Thank you. Thank you, Raghavendra. The next one, Anish is like, I would pick my favorite candy here. So pick your favorite candy. And your topic is what your thought on never judge a book by its cover. Never judge a book by its cover, Toastmaster Anish.
Never judge a book by its cover. We often hear this thought, but how many of us really implement it? I was also one of those people who used to not implement it, but just listen to this thought. One fine day, I was in my office working late, and a guy came up. He was a qualified chartered accountant, and I thought that this guy is qualified chartered accountant. He must be knowing a lot of things. So I went up to him and asked him, so do you know this? Do you know that? Do you know this? Do you know that? And then he looked up to me like asking me, what alien language are you talking in? I don't know all these things. So that was the day I thought this guy is qualified chartered accountant, but maybe he does not know what he needs to know. That was the first time I judged him. Later on, few days later, he again came back to me, and I then realized that this guy is actually my boss, and that guy was taking my test on how I would handle people who are qualified and who might not appear to be you know, fancy or boss material, and how I would approach them. And I miserably failed at that test. That was the day I learned my lesson that you should never judge a book by its cover. You should never judge people by how they appear, what they say, what they not say. You should give people their own due time, and over a period of time, they are bound to surprise you. That's my time. Over to you, table topic master.
The- now I would like to call guest. Now she is the Toastmaster Amira. Just pick your favorite candy, and I will give you a topic. Toastmaster Amira, your Amya. Oh, sorry for the pronunciation. Toastmaster Amya, your favorite book. Your favorite book, Toastmaster Amya.
So my favorite novel, go-to novel of all time, has to be Harry Potter. It's the first novel I read after a lot of frustration from my friends and everyone around me. They forced me to read at least one chapter of it. I was not a very avid reader before that. I thought, who would read 7 books, so thick books? It's just a waste of time. But then I started reading it, and the way the fantasy, the way the characters were written, the easy, elegant style of the writer, it just fascinated me so much that I had to complete a whole series in a week. So yeah, was the it was my best time I had, because I uh, had something other than studying to do. And after that, I started reading many more books. I read the Hunger Games. I am currently reading one trilogy. No, actually, it's not a trilogy. It's 5 books by Mr. Amish Trivedi. I don't remember the name of the author, but it's Ramchandra series, and it is also quite fascinating and just.
Uh, you're not audible.
Good afternoon, friends. My topic is who admires me the most. So, right now, what I see, everybody works in a corporate life. What I see, I am also working in corporate life. So, you know the workload and pressure you get every day, what firing bosses gives, what report is responses you get every day, and you come frustrated at home. So, normally you discuss with your wife. I also discuss with my wife, and she listens to me carefully. She hears me out completely, whatever I say. And finally, she gives me the conclusion that you did your best. You have given your best to company, and that is next day will be the new day. You will get a good response from your team members, as well as the work will get complete within the sufficient time. So that was the response I am getting. So every day I feel enthusiastic in next day working in office. So that is what I feel like. My wife is the best admirer for me. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Alkesh. And due to lack of time, I will end the table topic session here. But still, If you want candies, here are some candies and you can pick them after the meeting. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Devai. That was indeed a flavorful and interacting session. Now, I would request Toastmaster Tulsi to just give me the timing so we'll know if everybody's qualified for voting.
All the speakers have qualified.
Okay, so we'll do the voting a little right now, a little later. Right now? Okay, so we'll not, as we only have one speaker and one evaluator, we'll not be having any voting for that, but we will have voting for best table topic, best role player, and best auxiliary role player. Best table topic speaker. Yes. So now we'll vote for best table topic speaker. I'll be just taking the names so that we will know if we want to vote for that person. First, we had Toastmaster Raghavendra, then Toastmaster Anish, guest Amya, and guest Alkesh. Now, how many of you want to vote for Toastmaster Raghavendra? So head down, eyes closed. Toastmaster Raghavendra. Toastmaster Anish. Guest Amya. Guest Alkesh. Okay, with this we are done with the voting for best table topic speaker. Now, before moving ahead, it's time for giving the candies. Quickly, is it a myth or fact? Mentos with Coke will kill you. Mentos eating with Coke will kill you. Is it a myth or a fact? Yes, that's correct. You didn't, you didn't know? Okay, no, that's not. No, that's not the truth. Just Master Raghavendra. Pick.
I think we have different views about what's on there. What is it?
It is about. It's also about. Okay, next is. There is nothing like healthy, sweet, or candy. Yeah, that's a myth. No, there is healthy candy. Of course, the content is no, but it does not mean they are not healthy. Toastmaster J. Finally! Toastmaster Anish, you need to buckle up. Nice. Everybody is getting. Okay, now we'll move forward, and I have some more to give, but I will do that later. Now it's time for us to move towards the third part of the meeting, that is the evaluation and the reports from the role players. So firstly, I would like Toastmaster Deep to please come forward and give evaluation for Toastmaster Nikhil.
Hope I'm audible there and visible too.
Yes, yes.
Thank you. Little wrong for greater right. The apt title given with the apt content, the well-structured speech the speaker given us today. It was so simple to understand, and it was so concise and precise I could see and say was done very well. Kudos to Toastmaster Nikhil for your content today. I could find a great opening with your personal story, starting with your personal life story, all about your office, the anecdote which you have given, very aptly given. And I hope whole the audience was very well connected with your story when you have given that. Everybody can just see that you were frustrated. You are looking for the job opportunity. You want to have the lead role. And once while you got an opportunity to have an interview with a company, and where you probably got a startup company where probably you are not getting that zeal and enthusiasm to start up, but you have taken your decision. You have taken the wrong step, assuming that it's a wrong step, but ultimately it developed and merged as a greater step. As very well you connected your journey with the Toastmaster, that when you find out that in startup there was a area of improvement in terms of your leadership qualities and maybe your speaking abilities, you taken a step to come at the Toastmaster Club. So with that, so all those points are actually something like the commendations, which I could see a very well structured speech given by you. But the things which I definitely found missing in your speech, for example, there was a scope for certain gestures while speaking. For example, you could have very well go for some dramatic moments when you've spoken about your frustration at your job. You are not happy with the current position, you want to lead, and there was a space which I found which been missing, but definitely you can take it forward during your successful speeches. Second thing, I found there was definitely a good audience engagement I could see in your speech. You, as already started with that personal story, and you actually connected with the audience, but you could have asked a question in the beginning. The question, have you any of you taken a wrong step in your life? Maybe a one quick question could have been there. So that was something missing. So just to conclude with or sum up my evaluation to you, Toastmaster Nikhil, and maybe for the sake of everybody, that Toastmaster Nikhil done it very well. He has had the very well structured speech, good content. He connected it with his personal journey of Toastmaster, and he could have been added with certain more drama and more audience engagement. Thank you for patient listening. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
You, Toastmaster Deep, for that wonderful evaluation. Now we would like to take the reports from the role players. So firstly, I would like Toastmaster Tulsi to please come up and give away the timings.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day. We have single speaker TM Nikhil took 6 minutes 55 seconds. For table topic speaker, Raghavendra took 1 minute 41 seconds. Anish took 1 minute 32 seconds. Amya took 1 minute 36 seconds. And Alkesh took 1 minute 6 seconds. And for evaluation, TM Deep took 3 minutes 12 seconds. Thank you, Prati.
Thank you, Toastmaster Tulsi. Now I would like our counter for today, Toastmaster Sanika, to please come up and present her report for the day.
I would announce the names of the foreigner speakers for today. So, Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Insiya, Toastmaster Jay, Toastmaster Tulsi, Toastmaster Devai, Toastmaster Anish, Toastmaster Rohan, Toastmaster Deep, Toastmaster Amya, and Toastmaster Raghavendra were the foreigner speakers. Let's have a round of applause for them. Almost foreigner speakers were Toastmaster Nikhil and guest Ankesh. So I would give my detailed report. Toastmaster Nikhil used and 2 times, but 3 times, so 2 times, and like 2 times. Toastmaster Raghavendra used so 4 times. Toastmaster Anish used then once and winner sound once. Toastmaster Amya used and once, so 2 times, and winner sound once. Toast guest Ankesh used and 2 times, so 2 times, and winner sounds 4 times. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sanika. Now it's time for our grammarians report, which is going to be done by our magnificent Toastmaster Jay. And
Thank you. What a magnificent player today are present in this world. You really put me in a situation where it was really very hard to find the errors in that. However, as my role, I have to find out something where we could improve so that I could do the justice with your time and money. Word of the day was used by future leader Toastmaster, future leader Alkesh, Insiya, Rishikesh, and Nikhil. Phrase of the day used by Rohan, Chandrashekhar, Nikhil, and Insiya. Kudos to all of you. Now points for improve. Someone said mango candy because there are mangoes inside. Quite possible there is no any mango, only a flavor. So you could say mango flavor candy. We started the nomination could be we called or asked for the nomination. We are not starting the nominations. 436th meeting. Always we use 436 chapter meeting. Chapter we are always use. First phase, as you have introduced. So today we will have a three flavors. So you could say, let's enjoy the first flavor of the today's meeting. There's nothing wrong, but that could help. I gave an interview. We are not giving, we are actually attending the interviews. I attended the interview. Hanging up. No one is hanging you, but you can hang out with your friends. No one has that much courage, don't worry. And asking. Here I would like to emphasize the use of the grammar and definitely the tenses. You are asking or someone asked you. That you have to differentiate clearly. That was missing. Here, try to avoid the negative words. Use the positive words. Example, that you could add. If you add this one, your speech will be on a next level. So try to find how many negative words are there and avoid it. One more example, or let me keep it at the end. Good words. Dilemma. Dilemma is a situation in which difficult to take decisions. Quorum. We are not normally using it. It means minimum number of members to pass any resolution. Legacy. Property, assets, some guideline which we are passing from one generation to other. Spill the beans. Good quote. Hit the bell. Flip the movement. Very nicely used. Little wrong for greater right. I really like this. Might I will try later. Persistent. In your speech, you try to use as a company name, but the meaning is keep continue despite all challenges. Leisure. Free time. Fallacious. Wrong, incorrect. Now, as a grammarian, let me share a tip with all of you. I have observed sometimes the speech is really big. How to cut short it? Should not be sufficient. You could say that was insufficient. Simple. One more example. I really like to enjoy the candies. Why so much big? You could say, I enjoy candies or I like candies. Simple. So many words, we could avoid it. The value which the audience is getting that make all the sense. This let me give the control back to our Toastmaster of the day. Thank you and thanks for holding your horses until I finish my. Thank you.
thank you so much, Toastmaster Jay. I'm sure that everybody has learned a lot from whatever recommendations he has given. Now, before moving ahead, can we do the voting first for the best role player and best auxiliary role player? Huh, sorry. I just forgot the main role player. Now, before moving ahead, firstly, I would like Toastmaster Rohan, who is playing the general evaluator for today, to please come up and give his report for the day.
Good afternoon, everyone. It was a magnificent meeting today with an EXCOM elections held request. So, meeting started a bit late. President came late to our meeting, but it was well compensated by Toastmaster Tulsi taking over and introducing the guests. As soon as the president was in the meeting hall, it was handed over. So it was very beautifully done, very wonderfully done. So we have to learn from this. Whenever there is an immediate requirement, somebody has to stand to compensate for that a little bit of glitch. Then there was an EXCOM elections where there was a little bit of glitch during the VP PR, that is a speech. That is quite understandable because we are having a hybrid meeting over here. Then a role players introduce Toastmaster Tulsi, introduced her role very well. She gave a timer's report, but one thing I could not understand, that when she gave a table topic timing, it was a crisp that everyone was qualified, and later on she gave a detailed report of that. So I would recommend to give the crisp report or a detailed report that time itself. Our counter, so Toastmaster Sanika has taken this role for the first time, and it was very well done. Kudos to her. She first introduced the flawless speakers, almost flawless speakers, and it was a detailed report later on. So very well done. Grammarian, our seasoned Toastmaster, area director, Toastmaster Jay Singh, very well done. He has introduced word of the day, phrase of the day. He encouraged everybody to use the word of the day and phrase of the day. He also gave some few tips. So no recommendation for Toastmaster Jay. Coming back to table topic master, Toastmaster. So she started well by picking up the candies. She was giving the topics. One thing that I would recommend, you could have given one or two topics related to our theme, like your favorite candy or anything such like that. That's all from my end. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rohan. Now we'll move forward and first do the voting for the best role player and best auxiliary role player. So for the best role players, we will have Sergeant at Arms, Toastmaster Anish, then Timer, Toastmaster Tulsi, our counter, Toastmaster Sanika. Am I missing? I don't know. Okay, and Grammarian, Toastmaster Jay. Okay, so firstly we'll do it for Sergeant at Arms, Toastmaster Anish. Now for our counter, Toastmaster Sanika. Okay, now for Timer, Toastmaster Tulsi. And lastly, for the Grammarian, Toastmaster Jay. Now we are going to do for best role player. So we have firstly our gender evaluator, who would be Toastmaster Rohan, then the table topic master, Toastmaster Devai, and the TMOD for the day, Toastmaster Insiya. So now we'll be starting with general evaluator, Toastmaster Rohan. Then Toastmaster Devai as table topic master. And lastly, Toastmaster Insiya as TMOD. Okay, so I think we are done with the voting. Before forwarding, I have some candies left and some facts and myths left. So we'll do it so that Toastmaster Anish gets the candy. Okay, so the another one is that sweets or candies releases dopamine in our body. Fact, that's fact. Who said it first? Toastmaster Raghavendra did, but can we give Toastmaster Nikhil and guess? I guess okay, stop. Tick. There are not so many options, but yes, tick that. The next one is sweets or candies causes acne. Myth. That's nice way to say it. Thank you. And we have a last one remaining. I will give it to Toastmaster Anish for participating. Thank you. And with this, we have come to the end of today's meeting. But before giving control to our president to continue the moments of glory, I would just end up by saying that Candies for me is nature's way of making up for Mondays. It helps me to rescue from all the problems. I know it is not that healthy, but sometimes it's okay to have unhealthy food in moderation. So don't give up on your candies. Neither give up on your broccolis, but also don't give up on your candies. And with this, I give the control to our magnificent president, Toastmaster Chandrashekhar.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Insiya. Can we have a big round of applause for her today? They say change is the only constant in the world. And today I want to bring a small change. As today we had the election for the upcoming term and Toastmaster Club of Pune Northwest had selected their next set of leaders. So for the closing ceremony today, I would like to call upon the upcoming president for the Toastmaster Club of Pune Northwest, Toastmaster Raghavendra, to continue with the moment of glory.
Okay. Thank you, Toastmaster Chandrashekhar. It was quite surprising. If you have any announcements, okay, no announcements. Fine. So we'll start. Let's begin with guest feedback. So let's start with the guest. How did you find today's meeting, and when are you planning to join our next session? Uh, you can do it. You can.
Yeah, good afternoon all. So I'm coming for the second time actually, and I have seen the meeting is done very disciplined way, and the timings are followed properly. Each and every role players are doing their responsibility, performing their roles properly, and also the evaluation system. It is very a learning activity which every day we are getting it, and that I feel like I will join soon. Actually. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Also, today we have our district logistic manager, Toastmaster Rishikesh. So I want to have your feedback. How do you find today's our meeting?
Thank you. So, congratulations to existing president, XCOM, current XCOM. Today we witnessed the wonderful XCOM election of Toastmasters Club of Pune Northwest. Congratulations to Toastmaster Bhaskar for conducting that XCOM election and uh, induction of all the future XCOM of the Toastmasters Club of Pune Northwest. And all the meeting structure was very nice. You run the, I saw that as Toastmaster Chandrashekhar was not present, Toastmaster Tulsi conducted and handed that particular part very well. Then overall the structure of the meeting was very well, and I enjoyed the meeting very well. And I know Toastmasters Club Pune Northwest is the epitome of all the clubs in our district 125. It has achieved all 10 goals, and it's a club which everyone looks forward as a standard for all the clubs. So best of luck to your upcoming term, and congratulations to you. Thank you.
Thank you to Toastmaster Rishikesh. So let's have our today's moments of glory. So let's begin with today's first of best auxiliary role player. So today we had only one speaker and only one evaluator, so we hadn't add any voting. But congratulations to Toastmaster Nikhil and congratulations to Toastmaster Deep for taking this role. So best auxiliary role player for today's meeting goes to Toastmaster goes to our today's grammar in Toastmaster Jay. And someone take photo. And best global topic speaker for today's meeting is Toastmaster Anish. And best role player of today's meeting is our today's candy seller, Candy, your Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Insiya. Thank you. Before meeting closure, do we have any nomination for next meeting Toastmaster of the day? Anyone have nominated for Toastmaster of the day? So forum is open for anyone want to nominate for Toastmaster of the day for next meeting. Toastmaster Anish? Toastmaster Nikhil? Have you done? Devai? Okay, fine. Want to take Toastmaster of the day? Nikhil. Fine. We can have this in offline. Check for the Deep is online. Okay, fine. So we will have nomination for Toastmaster of the day offline. So I officially adjourn today's meeting. Let's gather for group photo.
That is important.
आपको आओ और क्या